We're returning now to the story involving leading Syrian opposition groups, whether or not a deal has been signed between the Syrian National Council and the National Coordination Body. Our reporter Hashim Akhabari was telling us that there appears to be a disagreement about this deal which was supposedly reached in Cairo last night. So let's try and clear this up with Hatem Mana, the head of the opposition National Coordination Body, joins us from Cairo. We were hoping to talk to you just off the back of our reporter, but unfortunately it took a few more minutes to get contact. Glad to say you're with us now. Can you tell me, the Syrian National Council, the other opposition group, appears now to be expressing concern about this deal, particularly the fact that you want any kind of foreign military intervention to be completely ruled out. Do you have a deal or not?
This point was clear 15 days before, and it was noted and written and signed by the most important people, which now speak about another text. It is the same text, and 15 people from the National Coordination Body and from the Syrian National Council participated in this operation, not only Ghalioun and me. And we signed what was written after 35 days of dialogue. But the problem that now we know that if our group, if the National Coordination Body is one language, one voice, and one program, it is not the case for the Syrian Council. It is an explosive body, and this is their problem. Now we know that there is 3 points, not only the question of foreign intervention, but only the modern aspect of the agreement. The extreme right in the council is openly against. And the third point is about the representative of all groups of the opposition after the Syrian Congress organized by the Arab League. We know that many people are against a joint committee which can really regroup all people from the opposition, independent personality,
with what you've
Kurdish
said,
group.
With what you've said, it appears that whether a deal has been signed or not, there is disagreement within the Syrian National Council, disagreement with the policy that you've laid out, so you don't really have a proper kind of deal, do you?
For us, this agreement is a good one. All members, political parties and independent people in the National Coordination Body are with this document, and they support me. It is not the case for Burhan Ghalioun and the Syrian Council delegation, and this is the problem. It is an internal problem inside the National Syrian Council.
Some specifics that are within the text include liberating Syrian territory, which everybody's taken to mean the Golan Heights, which Israel's had for more than 40 years now. Tell me a little bit, when you say liberating, do you mean liberating by discussion with the Israelis or going in and taking it over?
It is well known that liberation of occupied territory can be with all kind of struggle, not only in negotiations. And our colleagues in the National Syrian Council know that very well.
So you're saying that if you together started to put together a new government in Syria with control over the armed forces, it is possible that those armed forces could be directed to go back in and take over the Golan Heights militarily?
All these scenarios are possible. It is not the scenario of today. The most important today is to have an agreement and a joint committee which work with all representatives of the Syrian people, political, civilian, and social representative. And this is the most important. After the Syrian Congress, we can decide if really we need a temporary government or not, if it is the time to go on alone or to negotiate with some people from honest people which are not implicated in a crime against humanity or corruption in the actual regime. All these questions will be discussed openly in the Syrian Congress organized by the Arab League, not now.
Mr. Manna, thank you very much indeed. That's Hatem Manna from the National Coordination Body talking to us about Syrian affairs out of Cairo.